The seas raged as Kaido soared through the storm clouds in his dragon form, fury in his eyes. Whitebeard was on the move, marching straight into Marineford to save Ace. Kaido saw opportunity in the chaos. If the old man fell, the balance of power would shift. He would strike now and crush Whitebeard before he reached the battlefield. But as Kaido approached the halfway point, a single ship blocked his path. Red sails, a black flag, and at its helm, the red-haired emperor himself, Shanks. Lightning cracked as Kaido descended, the ocean trembling beneath them. He urged Shanks to move out of the way. Shanks simply stepped forward, not saying a word, as he drew his saber. They stood across from one another, two Yonko, two titans of the sea. Then, in a flash, their weapons met, and their destructive battle began. Kaido and Shanks are two of the strongest One Piece characters, and when comparing them purely based on their raw attributes, both have distinct advantages. In terms of raw strength, Kaido holds the edge. His monstrous physique allows him to deliver devastating blows that can shatter landscapes and send opponents flying with a single strike. Shanks, while undeniably strong, does not display the same level of brute force. However, his strength is still remarkable, as he has clashed with powerful figures like Whitebeard and blocked Akainu's magma fist with apparent ease. While Kaido may have superior raw power, Shanks' strength is refined and efficient. Durability is where Kaido clearly outshines Shanks. He has survived countless battles, including multiple execution attempts, and takes immense damage without showing signs of serious weakness. His near-invulnerable body makes him one of the hardest characters to injure. Shanks, while certainly durable, has not demonstrated the same level of endurance. He relies more on avoiding damage rather than tanking it outright. This gives Kaido a significant advantage in drawn-out fights, where his ability to take hits and keep fighting becomes a major factor. Kaido and Shanks differ in both overall intelligence and battle IQ. Shanks is a master strategist who carefully assesses situations and acts with precision. He understands when to use diplomacy and when to strike, making calculated decisions rather than relying on brute force. Kaido, on the other hand, is more reckless. While he has strategic awareness, evidenced by his alliance with Orochi, he prefers direct confrontations, often charging in and tanking attacks rather than fighting with calculated precision. In speed, Shanks also excels, showing incredible reflexes. His Conqueror's Haki-infused sword strikes are precise, lethal, and quick. This was evident when he instantly defeated Kid with a single attack before Kid could even react. Kaido, though fast for his massive size, relies more on endurance. While he dodged Luffy's attacks, he mostly tanks damage rather than evades. Overall, Kaido dominates in durability and has the edge in strength, while Shanks holds the edge in speed and intelligence, allowing him to fight with greater efficiency. Kaido may seem to have a slight edge, due to his unparalleled endurance and sheer brute force, making him incredibly difficult to take down. Shanks' superior speed and intelligence, though effective, may not be enough to completely bridge the massive gap in durability. Altogether, if both fighters relied solely on their raw attributes, Kaido's monstrous strength and durability would likely make him the victor by a very small margin, though Shanks would certainly make him work for it. Shanks and Kaido are among the strongest Haki users in One Piece, each displaying an exceptional mastery of Armament Haki, Observation Haki, and Conqueror's Haki. Kaido's Armament Haki is immensely powerful, allowing him to coat his Kanabo with advanced Haki and deliver devastating strikes. His Ragnaroku attack, infused with advanced Armament Haki, crushed Luffy in battle, demonstrating its raw strength. He also withstood powerful Haki-enhanced attacks from characters like Luffy, Zoro, and Oden, showing his Haki's exceptional defensive capability. Shanks, while not as visibly reliant on armament Haki, has also demonstrated an advanced level of it. His clash with Whitebeard shows his ability to use armament Haki at a top-tier level. Unlike Kaido, whose Haki is more endurance-based, Shanks' armament Haki appears to be highly refined and offensive. In terms of observation Haki, Kaido does possess future sight but does not display it at an advanced level. He has been able to react to some of Luffy's attacks in Wano, but his reliance on durability meant that he often took hits instead of avoiding them. His ability to see moments into the future is notable, but nowhere near the level of top-tier observation Haki users. Shanks, on the other hand, is among the most proficient observation Haki users in the series. His future sight is so advanced that he can see 10 seconds into the future, allowing him to predict attacks before they happen with extreme precision. Additionally, Shanks possesses a unique ability to disable an opponent's future sight, as seen in his battle against Eustace Kid, where he prevented Kid from foreseeing his attack. His ability to manipulate observation Haki both for prediction and denial showcases an unparalleled mastery that Kaido cannot match. In Conqueror's Haki, both characters show immense mastery. Kaido is one of the few characters confirmed to coat his attacks with advanced Conqueror's Haki, which made his strikes immensely powerful, and his usage of it overwhelmed Luffy multiple times. However, Shanks' Conqueror's Haki is on an entirely different level. His mere presence cracked Whitebeard's ship, affecting even seasoned pirates. When he confronted Green Bull, his Conqueror's Haki reached across an entire island, paralyzing an admiral without physical contact. In his battle against Kid, he knocked out a fellow Conqueror's Haki user in a single Supreme King-infused strike. Shanks' ability to unleash precise and overwhelming Conqueror's Haki makes him one of the strongest users of this ability. In conclusion, Kaido possesses immense armament and Conqueror's Haki, using them for powerful offensive and defensive capabilities. However, Shanks' far superior control over observation Haki, along with his unmatched Conqueror's Haki, places him on a different level. While both are among the strongest Haki users in the world, Shanks' complete mastery over all three types of Haki gives him the clear advantage in Haki. Shanks and Kaido are two of the most formidable fighters in One Piece, but they have vastly different fighting styles. Kaido wields the Fish Fruit model, Azure Dragon, a mythical zone-type devil fruit that allows him to transform into an Azure Dragon. This fruit grants him immense durability, flight, and powerful elemental attacks like Bolo Breath, which can destroy entire landscapes. He has mastered its hybrid form, allowing him to combine his dragon abilities with his natural combat prowess. Kaido's Devil Fruit grants him extreme resilience, making him nearly indestructible. In contrast, Shanks has no Devil Fruit, meaning he lacks the supernatural abilities Kaido possesses. While this makes him immune to the weaknesses of Devil Fruits, such as seawater and Devil Fruit canceling effects, it leaves him without the added powers that Kaido benefits from. In terms of skills, Kaido is a brutal hand-to-hand combatant and a relentless fighter. Also, by consuming alcohol, Kaido can enter a state called Shuron Haka, empowering his Haki and making him move unpredictable. Shanks is a master swordsman who once rivaled Dracul Mihawk, the world's greatest swordsman. His swordplay is precise, refined, and deadly, allowing him to strike down opponents with calculated efficiency. Kaido's weapons and assets include his Kanabo, a massive club capable of crushing opponents in a single blow, and his Oni heritage, which enhances his natural durability and physical strength. Shanks wields his powerful saber, Griffin, which he uses with masterful control. Based purely on Devil Fruit power, skill, and weapons, both Shanks and Kaido bring unique strengths to the battlefield, making this a tightly contested fight. Shanks' exceptional swordsmanship, on top of his mastery over Griffin, makes him an incredibly lethal opponent, capable of cutting down even the strongest adversaries. Meanwhile, Kaido's Oni heritage grants him natural durability and strength, further complemented by his Zoan Devil Fruit, which provides near indestructibility and overwhelming offensive capabilities. While Shanks's refined technique and skillful swordplay would push Kaido to his absolute limits, Kaido's immense resilience and monstrous endurance would ultimately grant him the edge when it comes to devil fruits and skills, though only by a small margin. Kaido and Shanks are both among the strongest characters in One Piece, but their approaches to combat are fundamentally different. Kaido relies on his immense physical strength, endurance, and mythical Zoan Devil Fruit, making him an unstoppable force in prolonged battles. His Oni heritage, raw durability, and destructive power give him a natural advantage in terms of resilience. In contrast, Shanks, who lacks a Devil Fruit, relies entirely on his mastery of Haki and swordsmanship to dominate opponents. His superior observation Haki, which allows him to see 10 seconds into the future and even disable enemy foresight, gives him an unparalleled tactical advantage. Additionally, his Conqueror's Haki is on another level, capable of incapacitating even high-tier opponents instantly. While Kaido's sheer toughness and monstrous strength would make him extremely difficult to bring down, Shanks's refined battle sense, superior Haki control, and precise swordplay would allow him to counter Kaido's attacks effectively. Kaido could, however, overpower Shanks in a prolonged battle of endurance. Shanks's efficiency, speed, and most importantly, superior Haki do grant him huge advantages though. In a one-on-one battle, with both warriors pushing each other to their absolute limits, the red-haired pirate would likely edge out a victory over the world's strongest creature, but only by a slim margin. Thanks for watching One Piece Clashes. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Who do you think would have won? Share it in the comments. Also, let me know which fight I should analyze next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic battle breakdowns. See ya!